just got finished watching Riverdale's new episode this last this last week, and it's a very interesting episode. Veronica is getting in the uncut gym um, world like Adam Sandler, um, but that's not where the story starts. The story starts at the school where when they did the mid-season finale, halfway through the show. Um, Veronica Lodge's dad, Hiram Lodge, released some prisoners out of jail and for a deal with the mayor or whatnot. And they trash the school. And it starts at the school, and Archie and all them are trying to find these criminals so they can rebuild up the school because there's a bounty on their head. That's exactly what they do. And then there's a side story, Jughead being in Sketch Alley, also Betty and the new owner of Pops is trying to find them, and then they get high on mushrooms, and then there's a psychedelic song um, between them with um, Cheryl Blossom and her mother seeing JJ spiritually. I don't know how that goes. What ifs. But what is more impressive to me is when they finally um, got to the point where Archie trying to save Highland Lodge and the mayor and the sheriff and everything like that. Before we got there, there's something also that Veronica's missing her little blue opal. That's like her crown jewel, just like how that one jewel, crown jewel in Uncut Gems from Adam Sandler, that got taken away as well. And well, they're trying to find that, but and that leads all into that. But what shocks me the most, like again, like I said, is all these DC references, and it's an Archie freaking comic show. Riverdale is basically Archie comics. So, like Veronica Lodge, her dad's hiding palladium in a safe, and he's like, "Oh," she's like, hey, my dad's officially Lex Luthor." Lex Luthor? What? And then when they're trying to go into the gym that Archie owns, where the bad guys are at, holding the hostages. Oh, we can climb. There was a I got a new roof, but there's one spot in the roof that wasn't fixed, and we can come in there like Batman. Batman? What? Archie? You're Archie Comics, Archie. Batman? And then that's not even the worst of all. When we get to we have a Superman reference. When we get to another Superman reference, Jughead was wearing a sweater that's Superman on it. Now, normally he wears a shirt that has an S on it, and that's his mo. But he's actually wearing a Superman shirt, a Superman shirt. So, and then that's not finished with the Superman reference there. Then when they got to the gym and beat up the bad guys, Archie comes in with a big giant leaping punch like he's Superman. Which is awesome to see, but you guys are Archie Comics, not DC. Now, if you guys are DC, that'll make sense. But you're not. Or if it's Space Jam. But you get my point. That only should happen in Space Jam, and that's it. Space Jam New Legacy with LeBron James and Bugs Bunny and the DC world, not in Archie comic world and the CW world where it's, Riverdale and that's it. That's all you should talk about. But I guess since now that some CW shows are on HBO Max and that's Warner Brothers, I guess that makes sense. So I guess they're all in the same world. But if it was, Space Jam would go into the Riverdale world, right? I guess not, because it's not even a real world in Space Jam. I went too much on Space Jam, but anyways, that's just what I noticed, that it was a Riverdale, good Riverdale episode, but referencing DC Comics, and I don't think that should happen, but it's cool. But I agree with it since it is a comic book, but nonetheless. So if you like this video, put a like on it, and if you want to see more videos like this, subscribe. I probably won't do too much of this. I just wanted to share this because I've never seen Archie actually do Superman a leaping punch, or even Archie. I mean even Jughead for one thing wear a Superman shirt, or Veronica Law saying, "Oh, my dad's Lex Luthor," which he's not. I mean, he's Kelly Ripa's husband, so yeah, whatever.